Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks for being here. As you all likely remember, Bethesda announced last week that they would have an extended maintenance window for in-game mods and Creation Club services starting the morning of November 29th. From then until now, content that had already been downloaded was still accessible. However, mods and Creation Club services, load orders, and the Skyrim mods website were all down. Now, as of today, December 5th, that update has been released, and it is way bigger and way more inclusive than I had ever imagined. The first thing that you'll notice when you open your game and go to start it is that the mods tab is gone. There is no more mods tab, and it has been combined with Creation Club, which we will get into in a second. So if you notice in the top right, Bethesda left us a little note that we should go check out their website to see what exactly is going on with this update, and so of course I did that. Now, they want you to know, this update for Skyrim Special Edition introduces Bethesda Game Studios Creations, an enhanced platform for building and sharing community-made content, as well as Steam Deck and ultra-wide monitor support for PC players. Now, if you move down a little bit further, you'll see on top of optimizations and new features, including Steam Deck and ultra-wide monitor support on PC, this update introduces Bethesda Game Studios Creations to Skyrim Special Edition, which of course you'll notice I just said the same thing twice. So it's odd to me that this is how they're presenting this because there's a lot of way cooler stuff going on here. Before we get too much into the patch notes, I want to talk about what's really important in this update and what everyone has been talking about, which is of course the Mods and Creation Club combining. So, as it was before, you will use creation credits for creations. However, mods are now considered creations, and they are all one and the same. It will be the decision of the modder, or the mod creator, I should say, as to what the price point is going to be on that mod, and then it will be sold as a creation through Bethesda, and that'll be split up however it is. Now, probably the best news that I will have for you today is all the mods that you've previously downloaded will still work, and you do not have to pay for what you already have. In my little playthrough today, I had no issues with any of the mods I already downloaded. They were all there in the correct order and free. So, for everyone that's already been playing, that's going to be a phenomenal advantage. Now, unofficially, only mods that are brand new with absolutely no dependencies will be able to be sold as creations. I say it's unofficial because I have not been able to back up this source. If I can, I will certainly confirm this in the comments, and I do hope that this is true because that would mean that everyone who's been playing and any incoming players would have access to all the mods that have already been created for free. And then, really the pain is just moving forwards for something that you might want in the future. Now, with that being said, this update is so much more than just a Mods and Creation Club update. This update has over 70 individual bug fixes, as well as numerous performance upgrades and quality of life improvements for mod creators. So there's so much with this update that's really not getting talked about. So from this point forward, I just want to go ahead and move through the actual patch notes and finish unpacking this update. So I'm just going to bullet point through this stuff since there is so much to cover, but please do go ahead over to Bethesda.net and take a look at the full patch notes. There is so much to look over and so much that is just useful information. So anyways, players are now going to be able to browse and download content directly within the in-game creations menu. So I'm assuming that means no more backing out of the game, figuring out which mods you want, changing your load order, coming back into the game. It seems like you can do all of that in-game now, which is very nice. Next, when loading a save file, the game is automatically going to check for missing creations and resolve those issues for you. And for the modders, the ESL range has been doubled to 4,096 records. Source scripts for fishing, rare, curios, saints and seducers, and survival are now provided as a creator's resource. There are 44 bug fixes, one of which says general performance improvements. And I mean, imagine how many individual things that could entail just in itself. Moving forwards, 15 quests were fixed with over 30 individual bugs addressed between them. These 30 bugs being completely independent of the other 44 I had just mentioned. And separately from all that, PC has 10 unique updates, PlayStation has 5, and only 1 for Xbox. While the Creation Club has an additional 15 improvements, including Robo Voice and Lip Fuser, allowing creators to easily add voice lines. So I'm expecting that this update could bring some great content for Skyrim and expand the range of people that can make content for what was originally Creation Club, while giving the modders the option to set a price for their work should they choose to do so. Going into all this, I certainly assumed the worst, so I am now pleasantly surprised with the update that we actually got. Although it certainly took a little bit longer than I was anticipating, it was a lot more than I was anticipating, and I think 99% of this update is really positive. There would have been so much more to complain about had they made previous mods paid, had maybe our mods have been broken. I mean, so many things could have gone wrong with this update that honestly did not. I think the interface is decent. It could always be better, but I think they did a good job with it. I'm happy with what we got. I'm thrilled with the in-game updates. I mean, this was due 9 years ago. No doubt these updates should have been done 9 years ago. But they're here now. We're still enjoying the game, and I'm anticipating still enjoying the game for years to come. Trying to iron everything out for this video and keep it all straight was definitely a challenge for me, so I'd invite you guys to go over to Bethesda's website, have a look at their official patch notes, make sure there's nothing blaring on there that's really important to you that I didn't happen to cover. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of all this. What did I miss? And what should we cover next? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are one of the OGs. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next one.